What's going on, Subway surfers? We're back on the surface today to take a look at construction progress on the surface stops of the Eglinton Crosstown Light Rail. With 10 stops located at ground level out of the 25 stations being built, these stops are simpler in design, containing platforms, canopies, and a revitalized streetscape. We visited these 10 stations last week to check in on the construction and get an understanding of the scope of these projects. I'm Zach with Fantasy Underground, and let's take a look. For our tour today, we'll be starting at the east end of the line, where the LRT emerges from the underground portal just west of Kennedy Road. The line crosses the intersection at Ionview Road, servicing two parallel side platforms on the west side of the street. Platforms at the stop are currently being poured, with canopy installation expected to begin shortly afterwards. This stop is one of only 3 on the line with no connecting bus routes, and will service locals from the Ionview neighborhood. A track crossover will be installed west of the stop, allowing trains to turn back at Ionview if there is a disruption underground at Kennedy. The next stop on the line is Birchmount, located at the intersection of Birchmount Road and Eglinton Avenue East. The station consists of 2 side platforms on the east side of the intersection, with a constrained width of the site forcing the elimination of left-hand turns in both directions from Eglinton. Platforms have been poured at the stop, and overhead canopies were recently installed on both platforms. At the intersection, passengers can connect to the 17 Birchmount bus, which services stops in both directions. After Birchmount comes the Golden Mile stop, located at the intersection of Warden Avenue and Eglinton Avenue East. The station consists of 2 side platforms, which are staggered on the far side of the intersection. Platforms have been recently poured at the stop, with overhead canopy installation expected to begin soon. At the intersection, passengers can connect to the 68 Warden bus, as well as to the 968 Warden Express bus planned for 2021. Shortly after Golden Mile is the Hakimi Lebovic stop, located at the intersection of Eglinton Avenue East, Hakimi Avenue, and Lebovic Avenue. The station consists of 2 side platforms, which are staggered on the far side of the intersection. At the stop, platforms have been poured and overhead canopies installed. This is the second station on the line with no connecting bus routes. However, Centennial College's Ashtonby campus and the TTC's Eglinton bus garage are within close proximity to the stop. West of the stop, a double crossover has been installed, with components of the signaling system now visible. Next on the line is Pharmacy, located at the intersection of Pharmacy Avenue and Eglinton Avenue East. The station consists of 2 parallel side platforms on the east side of the intersection. This stop is the most complete of the surface stations on the line, with the platforms installed, canopies completed, and railings and ramps beginning to be installed. At the intersection, passengers can connect to the 67 Pharmacy bus, as well as southbound service on the 70 O'Connor route. After Pharmacy comes the O'Connor stop, located at the intersection of Victoria Park Avenue and Eglinton Avenue East. The station consists of 2 parallel side platforms on the east side of the intersection, and is the only surface stop with entrances at both ends of the platform. On the east side of the station, the platform leads to the intersection of Eglinton Avenue and Eglinton Square, allowing passengers to easily access the Eglinton Square shopping centre. Platforms have been poured at the stop, with canopy installation also recently completed. At the intersection, passengers can connect to the 24 Victoria Park and 924 Victoria Park Express buses, as well as the 70 O'Connor route in both directions. Entering North York, The LRT descends at grade below the Gatineau Hydro Corridor, with a crossover and storage track being constructed in the valley. The line then services the Sloane stop, located at the intersection of Eglinton Avenue East, Sloane Avenue, and Bermondsey Road. The station contains the only at-grade center platform, which services trains in both directions on the east side of the intersection. The platform itself was recently poured, with canopies expected to be constructed at the stop shortly. At the intersection, passengers can connect to the 91 Woodbine bus. The line continues west, crossing the Don Valley and GO Transit's Richmond Hill line before ascending to the stop at Wynford. This stop is located mid-block, between the ramps for Highway 404 and Wynford Drive. The station contains two parallel side platforms, with pedestrian access being provided from the east ends of the platform by way of a new signalized pedestrian crossing. Platforms at the station have been completed, with canopy construction also progressing well. To connect to buses at the stop, notably Route 100 Flemington Park, passengers will cross from the LRT platform to the sidewalks along Eglinton, before descending the staircases on the west side of Wynford Drive to the intersection and bus stops below. After Wynford, the line passes underneath Highway 404 to the Aga Khan Park and Museum stop, located at the intersection of Eglinton Avenue East and the western Highway 404 ramps. The station consists of two parallel side platforms on the west side of the intersection. Platforms were recently poured and overhead canopies installed at the stop, with additional work underway. This is the third station on the line, with no connecting bus routes. However, the Aga Khan Museum and various office developments are within walking distance of the stop. West of the stop, the line descends into the portal for the underground Science Centre station, with a track crossover installed on the approach. We covered construction at Science Centre Station in a separate video, which you can access by clicking the button in the top right corner of this video. Ascending from the portal on the west side of Science Centre Station, the line services another track crossover, which has had its signalling system recently installed. Continuing west on the surface, the line passes under the CP rail line to service Sunnybrook Park Station, located on the east side of the intersection of Leslie Street and Eglinton Avenue East. The station contains two side platforms, which were recently poured, and canopy construction is expected to begin soon. At the intersection, passengers will be able to connect to the 51 Leslie bus, as well as parallel service on the 34 Eglinton. West of the stop, a second crossover and storage track will be constructed as the line continues underground to Laird and Mount Dennis stations. Thanks for watching. We hope you enjoyed and learned something new about the future Eglinton Crosstown light rail line. Once construction of the line is complete, click the button in the top right corner of this video for footage from the opening day. As always, feel free to leave a like and a comment if you want to see more. And as for us here, we'll be Vanishing Underground until the next one.